Okay, so to uh, sign up for Zoom, you go to zoom.us and then you click on the sign up button. Okay, so you're gonna sign in right here. Let me move my screen. Hold on a second. Okay. So once you get into Zoom, it'll jump you into your profile, and there's a couple things you should do right away. The first thing is to add your photo. Second thing is make sure you add your time zone. And then third thing, which is actually the most important part, is actually the your personal meeting ID or URL. Okay, so this is a permanent meeting ID and URL. So once you give it out there, anybody can actually come into a meeting, and that's why we were talking about in the previous videos in YouTube that I did. I do talk about something called the waiting room. I think it's a default setting now. So you have to, when people try to enter your meeting, they go automatically into a waiting room, and then you have to admit them into your meeting. So hopefully that'll reduce the chances of being video bombed. Okay. So with the URL, what we're going to do is we're going to copy that, and we're going to use that later on in Matrix. So what we have to do is we're going to have to copy it. So if you haven't copied it before, you take your cursor, you left click, highlight the URL, and then once it's highlighted, then we right click and we copy. Okay. So first thing, this is actually an iPhone. So I installed the Zoom app, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the Zoom icon. Okay, so I have to sign into the Zoom, click on join meeting, and then just click on new meeting. So here you can turn on your camera and also turn on the personal ID. And then once you click start meeting, it'll actually ask you for permission to access your camera. Okay, and here it's going to say you might want to use the internet audio. I think I saw something this morning saying they might disable the dial-in. I think they may have been having trouble. But anyway, you'd use using the internet audio. Okay. So if you see the screen popping up, this is just a safety thing. Safe driving mode. You can just swipe and then you can just jump into your live Zoom. So this is actually a live. What it looked like. You're actually broadcasting at this point. We'll talk about the settings here. So you can flip your cameras around. So zoom in. So this is what it will look like an iPhone. You can use your front camera, back camera, or if you need to end the broadcast, you can just hit end. Okay. At the bottom, you also have some more settings. Okay. So you can go ahead and mute and unmute. So let's say, like this morning, just before we started this meeting, I live closer to the airport, so I could hear the F-14s, I forget, well, F-35s take off, and then they do it very loudly. And I can mute them, and then, or if you want to hear it, I can unmute it. And then you can also see on the right-hand side the participants, so the number of participants coming in to the live broadcast.